Alright, guys. So, today, I have no homework. And, so I can, do stuff. Yesterday I was on a road trip, so, I was kind of just talking to the Marionette. And it was, "Hello, what brings you here?" An animatronic girl puppet slowly emerges from a colored box. It appears to have a little girl's voice, so you assume it is a female. "Not many people visit here anymore, but you maybe call me the Marionette." She seems welcoming enough. Then Marionette exits the box and examines you. "Are you lost?" And I didn't add a comma, but I said, "I am not lost. I came here to visit you." "I see. Then that means you must be a big fan, hmm?" You can see her cheeks go slightly pink, but she quickly tries to hide it. "Why would you visit me, of all people?" "Well, you're just different from the other animatronics." "Ah, you may be correct." The Marionette seems slightly happy to hear it. "But what makes me so different?" Um, the thing is, I actually liked her lore, and that's why she's my favorite. Or he, I don't know. The Marionette is a boy, but the soul possessing it is Charlie, which is a girl. And so I just said, I honestly don't know. Your presence is just calming. She smiles at you. "Oh, you think so? Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, why don't you tell me your name, hmm?" "My name's Alex." "Oh, Alex, what a lovely name." Your compliment seems to make the Marionette happy. "I'm glad you think I am calming. Most people are scared of me, so it is refreshing hearing that." "You're welcome. If you don't mind me asking, why did you feel the need to visit me? Was it solely to compliment me?" "Well, last week you were seen going outside the pizzeria and to some alleyway next to a body." Her voice goes white when she hears about the body. You can hear panic in her voice. I don't know where you got that information. I am a good citizen. I would never." She is clearly lying to you, and she knows you wouldn't believe her. "It's okay. I just want to know what happened." "Fine, but you must not tell anyone about this." "Okay, so I know this is very bad, but I did that because the man, he's the one who killed me." She seems very upset while talking. "Who killed you?" As if I didn't know. "William Afton." You can hear the pain and fear in her voice. She seems much more human when talking about this. "Do you want me to call the police?" "No, no, no, no. Do not call the police." The Marionette starts to shake and tears are in her eyes. She's clearly scared that someone will know the truth. "Why are you so afraid? He can't kill you since you're already, dead." "You don't understand. William Afton is a powerful man. He will find ways to dispose of me if he finds out. I would rather die again than and disposed of." She's obviously terrified. William really is a menace. By the way, I think I should probably read the italicized part, even though it's like my POV. I think I would still do that. I don't know. Let's just try. Alright then. But if you have a soul, what's your name? My soul? My soul is named Charlie." Her eyes go wide when talking about her past self. She looks scared to talk about it. Yeah, no, that is not good. Alright then, Charlie. By the way, if you don't want to talk about something, you can just tell me. I won't judge you. "Thank you, Alex. It means a lot to find someone as nice and understanding as you." She puts her hand on her chest and smiles, before frowning again. "So, what's it like being to be an animatronic?" "Being an animatronic is, well, it can be nice at times. You never have to eat, you never have to sleep, but you never feel any warmth. You always feel cold and alone." She goes silent for a moment. "And then there's the fact that some people look at me like a monster." The Marionette starts to tear up again. This topic seems very sensitive to her. "Well, knowing your side, you aren't a monster. William Afton is." "Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Can I tell you something?" The Marionette seems a bit hesitant. "Sure, I can keep a secret." "Well, actually, William Afton isn't the only name in red." She trails off, but seems like she wants to continue speaking. "Really? Who else was in the murder?" "Well, when I was killed, I could hear another voice. They were edging on William, telling him to go kill me." She looks scared. "I'm so sorry this happened to you, Charlie." "Thank you. I appreciate the sympathy." She smiles for a moment before looking troubled again. "If you don't mind me asking, why do you seem so interested in me and my store? Most patrons would have already ran away, screaming, but you didn't. Why?" And I'm like, I'm gonna be a little investigator. Well, the thing is, several children started going missing, and I think you're one of them. Children going missing? The marionette seems concerned and worried. She seems almost unaware of this news. Well, yes, Charlie, Emily, Fritz, Jeremy, Susie, and Cassidy. And then I forgot the boy, the boy's name that possesses Freddy. Oh, right, Gabriel. Dang it, Cassidy. The marionette seems disturbed. How did they go missing? Over the last week, about every night, another child went missing. That cannot be possible. The marionette is in shock. Every night? Another child? She seems horrified. Yes, the suspect is a man in a yellow rabbit costume. A man in a yellow rabbit costume? It takes her a moment, but she eventually seems to realize what that means. Springtrap? She seems terrified that he is doing this to children. Springtrap is the suspect's name? Yes, that thing. He wore the same suit when he killed me. The marionette's anger, sadness, and fear are all expressed on her face. She's terrified and pissed at because. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to finish that sentence since I felt that, but I decided not to. Because of all these children going missing. The pizzeria is said to be closing because of all these cases. Oh no, that's terrible. The marionette is now in full sadness mode. She's tearing up. If all these children are being taken, what will happen to them? There's panic and fear in her voice. She seems to be taking this very seriously. Nobody knows. Their bodies still haven't been found yet. Well, wait. You mean they're still missing? That seems to be the last thing she wants to hear. She looks even more traumatized at the thought of these children just disappearing. You seem like you knew them, personally. Were they your friends when you were alive, Charlie? Yes, I knew all five of them. I was very close with Cassidy, to the point where I would call her my best friend. The marionette now looks even more sad. I'm so sorry. Even after you died, everything is still not going well for you. Indeed, it seems that life is cruel to me in every possible way. A tear falls from down the marionette's face. What do you mean life is cruel to you in every possible way? You're dead. I'm joking. I actually do feel bad. Are you Charlie Emily? Why do you know my... She cuts herself off in disbelief that you know her name. Charlie Emily was best friends with all those children, and her body was sat next to you. Yes, you're right. The baronet now seems even more curious. How do you know me? Her mind starts racing. You're the most popular case right now. Being missing and then your best friend's going missing right after. Not to mention your father was one of the two starting this pizzeria. My father? The marionette is again very curious. Do you remember his name? Yes, Henry Emily. How do you know all this? The marionette's voice is filled with shock and confusion. How do you know me, and where does this information come from? She sounds scared now. Like I said, your family is extremely famous after this pizzeria and started and exploded in popularity. But you know things about me even my parents do not know. She seems very, very suspicious of you now. What is going on? The body of yours was identified, and the reason I know things your parents don't is because they're grieving so much they can't bother to see you, because William convinced them to think that the marionette malfunctioned and killed you. But something always seemed off to me. Wait, William convinced my parents not to talk to me? The marionette seemed slightly angry but sad. And my body was identified? She still sounds a little shocked at that. Yep. After removing the marionette and taking a look at your corpse, it was quickly found out that it was you. Well, since you know all this, what is your name? Her curiosity of you has got back up. And then, we already talked about it, but my name is Alex. The A I keeps forgetting, Michael keeps asking me to be his girlfriend for some reason. I'm kind of getting, this face. Kind of getting this face. And, well, Alex, I do not think you are a threat or dangerous like William, so I will tell you this much. The marionette is not malfunctioning, nor did it kill me. She is silent for a moment. She is nervous about what she is about to say, but then she says anyway, I am a ghost. There was a long pause. I knew it! After you went missing, William kind of seemed odd. He wasn't as happy. He seemed on edge or something. You are very observant. The Marionette thinks of something. I assume you're at least old enough to hear why I was actually killed? She looks concerned. There's a bunch of wounds that seemed like the Marionette did them. I think William did it to frame the Marionette on a malfunction. Where the heck is my water bottle? I'm thirsty. Okay? You were correct about William killing me and framing it as a malfunction, but what if I told you that the Marionette actually did those wounds? The Marionette seems worried, but if the Marionette did those wounds, then what happened? I am not quite sure how to say this. The Marionette looks down at the ground. She seems almost scared to say the truth. I'm possessing the Marionette puppet. I was killed by William, and then my soul went into the Marionette. She is almost in tears. Then why did the Marionette give you those wounds? I tried to fight William. I was trying to free myself from that Marionette. She's starting to shake. She seems afraid to admit that. The Marionette was keeping you back while William killed you? Yes, basically. The Marionette sounds sad as she speaks. William killed me, but then the Marionette was created with me inside. The Marionette looks traumatized. I have never told anyone this before. I can keep a secret, don't worry. Well, thank you, Alex. She's tearing up now. You're welcome, Charlie. I I have something else to show. She is still slightly nervous, but she seems more afraid than before. What is it? You won't believe me, but I want to show you. Her voice is shaky. Show me. I think I'll believe you. Alright. There's a lot of heavy breathing and hesitation for a split second before the Marionette looks behind her and points. There, on the wall. You see a small blood stain. It looks like the outline of the Marionette. My blood stain. There's fear in her voice now. I am showing you my proof of my past. She is still terrified. Well, I mean, it's clearly there, but the fact that the police still haven't found it is what I don't believe. But why did you show me this? You don't want me to call the police, so how come? I I wanted to show someone that I wasn't lying. She starts to tear up when explaining herself. This is all I have left to prove my innocence. Why are you being so nice to me, Alex? She seems confused. Well, since you're dead, I feel like you'd want to talk about it or something. It must be lonely if you're an animatronic people find creepy and not talk to. I suppose you are right. She wipes away from the tears on her face. I appreciate you listening to me. You're welcome, Charlie. Would it be weird if I requested a hug? I I have never had one before. She's very desperate right now. Of course, I don't mind. Oh, wait, really? The Marionette starts to stand up. She seems extremely happy, but she pauses. Could you turn around first? Her eyes seem nervous and afraid. Sure then. Turns around, wondering why. Thank you? Thank you. The Marionette hugs you from behind in a hug that seems really tight and nice. You know, this might sound strange, but this is the best hug I have ever had. Thank you, Alex. She starts to tear up a bit, and you can feel her shaking as she hugs you. And I actually forgot to set my timer. I was looking at my phone. Yeah, we're just gonna end the video here, and then we can like talk again later. I'm just gonna record a bunch of stuff right now. So yeah, because I have like a bunch of free time, and oh my gosh, I have 8 minutes left to do this. Whatever, I'll just have to stay up. Anyways, see you guys in the next one.